Enough's enough, the battle's on. If it's war you want, then bring it on. It starts with us, two girls at war, and our legacy will see no more.
Welcome back to another episode of Two Girls at War. I am Sarah Joy, and this is my girl,
Crystal S. Herring.
And we are two sisters in Christ saying yes to the fight, standing in the gap as salt
and light.
And we are back for another powerful edition. I'm telling you, every episode has been so good this far, and we're so excited you're tuning in. If you have not seen them, please make sure you go back and watch them because it'll piece it all together for you, okay?
Yes, exactly. Awesome. So I'm excited because we're going to talk about kind of going to identity. Now, this is a big
It's a big one. This might be a few episodes or for a while.
Yes. This might be a But I love that because the war on identity is huge. It's big. And it's funny, you talked about being a helper. And one of the identities or my I am statements that God has brought to me, the first one was, I am Ezer.
Yeah.
And that's going back to the beginning where the enemy kind of destroyed that with Eve, where Eve was created to be a helper.
Yes.
When God created Adam, he was like, okay, this is, but it's not, something's missing. Mm-hmm. He's like, and he created woman. He's like, now it's good.
Yes.
So I need to create a helper for you. And
a lot of times, do this alone.
Exactly. And a lot of times we take that as a negative thing, but when we think about it, you look at the Bible, and I love studying it in the Hebrew, because you realize Ezer means his helper, and God has classified himself as that. See, what I love when you see the word I am, that's literally declaring who he is, his characteristics of God. And so, and I am Ezer, I am helper, so I am one of the characteristics of God, because we are created in his image.
Yes.
And so when God gave me that word, it was like I was going back to the beginning. He said to me, you are redeemed. I have renewed you. So renew your mind to who you were originally designed and created to be.
Yeah.
And so that is as a helper. And so let's talk about identity, because the enemy is so much after us, because he can't take the gifting and calling on our life.
That he can't.
But what he can do is kind of, you know what? And you said it before, Chip. He knows us better than we know ourselves.
Yeah,
he knows that there's a calling on our life.
Yes, he does.
And so if he can get us to not see that calling and not see that gifting, he's like, okay, great. So then, that one, her walking in who she is, not who she's supposed to be, she's not going to do that. Oh, and then a person that she's supposed to help right over there, she can't see because she's too stuck in her own feelings and what she thinks she is about herself and negative thoughts. Yep, you're not going to get helped either. Yep. He's literally laughing and just excited about that. But when we know who we are, boy.
And I feel like the attacks get harder when you get closer. Lately I'm like, my breakthrough must be around the corner. I must be getting something to stir in the spirit, something about to happen, because this is crazy. This is great, but we see it now. And then that's a part of identity too. We have to identify what we're fighting, what's coming up, because if not, we're just going to sit there and forget about who we are, forget about what we're doing, forget about the fight that we're in.
Yes.
Forget that it's not just about us, but he's trying to get us to forget who we were created to be, forget that we have purpose, forget that there's gifts in us, forget that, no, we can do this, and we're awakening to that, and I'm like, no, I want to be all that God has called me to be. And I know we said that in the last episode, like, no, I'm going to have all that he's called me to have.
Yes.
I'm going to do all that he's called me to do. Now that I know this, now that I know I have backing, all of heaven is backing us.
Come on. I feel like we kind of sleep on that. Like, all of heaven is backing us. Like, backing, so we look at the fight and we look at this war that we're in, it's like, oh my gosh, it's a lot. There is more for us than there are against us.
Come on. Yes.
I'm like, and there's in the Bible where it talks about where they're at war. He's like, to open his eyes so they can see
I love that story.
Who is for us.
And all the hills just lit up like you saw, and you're like, woo. I'm like, Lord, let me see that, because there's so many for us. Like, the world is loud. The enemy is right there in your face.
But they're loud because they have to, because it's a distraction.
Yes.
It's like the world's loud because they want you to look over here.
Yes.
When God's like, I'm doing what I need to do over here. Don't worry about it.
And you know what? The world is very loud about our identity. They're very loud about labels and who we are and who we're supposed to be. You're this because you're feeling like this. And, that's the biggest thing. If you don't know who you are, you can't be who you're supposed to be. You can't fight like you're supposed to fight. You can't have what you're supposed to have because you don't even know who you are.
Right. And the funny thing is, one of the biggest questions in the world was part 3, which is like, why was I born? Who am I? So your identity and your purpose, they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
And so one of the questions, I think, no matter what language, is like, who am I? What am I supposed to do? Is that question like trying to find, because if you don't know who you are, you're just kind of floundering through life.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that's how I felt for a long time. Like, I've probably done a lot of things like real estate, you know. I started to go to school for teaching. I look back, I'm like, Lord, I love children. I love mentoring kids. Daughters of the King is one of my favorite things to do. Teaching, I'm not sure the class that's what I was called to do. But yeah, walking in who you are is so important. And I love looking at some people of the Bible. So, you mentioned Gideon.
Gideon.
That's a good one.
I like that. I was actually reading that this morning, and a lot of us don't know who we are. And God always calls us who we are, no matter what state we're in, no matter if we're walking in his calling or not. And he showed up. First of all, Gideon was hiding from the enemy.
Yes, we need to go back to that. That's big.
Yeah, he was hiding from the enemy, and God, the angel of the Lord, came to him. He said, "Hey, mighty man of valor." And Gideon was like, "Who are you talking to?" You know, and God is telling him, "You are going to save your people. I'm going to have you come up against the Midianites. You're going to conquer them." And he's like, "Who? Me? Like, I'm the least of my family. My family is the least of all the clans around here." Like, wait a minute. He didn't know who he was.
That's it.
So that's why he was hiding. When you know who you are, you come out of hiding. You're bold, you're confident with it. And I love God so much because he's always gently reminding us, no, this is who you are. You are a warrior. You are a fighter. You are my daughter. You're a warrior's daughter. You're the daughter of the Most High King, the King of all kings.
Yes.
And I place things, I know what I put inside of you. So I know what I see. When he looks at us, he's not seeing the mess that we're in.
Yes. Oh, thank you,
He sees
Lord.
ahead and he's like, no, I see that fighter over there.
I'm calling out what I pull in you.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And he gently reminds us, he doesn't get frustrated. I told you who you were. Why don't you get it?
Look, I told you. You know, because that would be me. I don't say.
Every time I tell you.
Thank you for your great teamwork, Lord, because, oh my gosh. So talking about Gideon, it makes you think about like those familiar spirits. Because he's walking in, well, this is my family, so it goes about lineage, but my family did this, and my family did this, and so but all those before me, so who am I?
Yes, who am I?
And it's like God's like, who are you? Who are you? It's who I called you and fashioned you to be.
Yeah.
But we get so stuck in what others have done before us that
his family before him.
We're thinking, how am I capable of doing any of these things?
Right. And his family was known to be the lowest clan. He's like, I'm the lowest of my family. I'm not. You know, because we think when God calls people, when you see people, you're like, oh yeah, that's their calling. Like God, like they're special. Like that's for them. No, that's for me too. That's for you too. Like we all have a calling.
It almost makes me wonder who else in this line was God trying to call, but they never answered
the call.
And that's just it. Like we have to answer the call.
Yeah.
It's about that yes, that obedience.
Yeah. And that's that mantle we were talking about earlier that was dropped. You know, somewhere along the line, and no shade to the family or, you know, but somewhere along the line it was dropped. But they needed to be saved. Yes. They were stuck. They were hiding. Like the enemy was attacking. I think for 7 years, their food was being stolen. They couldn't plant crops because once the crops had harvested, they would come and steal them. I mean, they just really whooped up on the Israelites. And that's why he was hiding. He was like, they didn't have any food. So he was hiding, I think they said, on the threshing floor of a wine press.
Yes.
And just threshing the wheat just so they could have something to eat. Who would think, you know, let me go down to a wine press and thresh, you know what I mean? Just so you could eat. You're fighting to eat.
Doing something in a place that you're not even called to do it in because you don't see yourself in the right light.
Yeah. For 7 years. That's crazy. 7 years people did that?
That's crazy.
And God said, no, I'm calling you out. You're the mighty man of valor. I'm using you. It's already defeated. I just need you to get up and say yes. I need you to lead these men. You know what I mean? And then the rest of the story is amazing because God ended up doing it with only 300 people.
And it's funny because I say crazy because I'm thinking to myself, Crystal, that's what you were doing. You were doing things in places that you weren't supposed to. Now God still used all that you've done. Nothing is wasted, and I love that nothing is wasted. But the sense that when you don't see right, you don't do right.
Right.
And you can't operate in right.
Right.
Therefore, your life is you're not walking in.
It's
It's all out of place.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow. And so this is why the enemy is so much after our identity, because of what God has placed in us.
Yeah.
And you look at those familiar spirits, or the lineage where people may not have done what they have been called out to do, but he knew. Yeah, my daughter Sarah was going to answer the call.
Yeah.
My daughter Crystal was going to answer the call. I know they're going to do it.
Yeah.
And you're like, and once again, it's like the enemy's like, are you sure? But I love how God, like you said it, quietly will still remind, because he doesn't need to be loud, because he's literally right here with us.
Right here. That's so
he's
true.
with us.
That's
so he's
so
quietly
true.
saying yes. Yes,
and
you
you
can.
keep getting confirmations and keep getting reminders, and I'm like, okay.
Okay. Did I tell you that? I told you the other day about the car where like you see a car.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
And it's like, so like
that was such a good analogy. Yeah.
When you get a car, like you say, you get a white Range Rover. I don't know. Maybe I was going to write Range Rover. But anyway. And you get one, and all of a sudden you keep seeing white Range Rovers everywhere you go.
You didn't see it before, though.
Yeah, it's like so weird.
Before, but now that's all you see. You feel like you have the one of a kind, but that's all you see.
And that's when God starts to speak to you about who you are, starts planting things inside of you. Right, all I can see now is the confirmation of what it is that I'm supposed to be doing. It's like, oh wait, I see this, because my eyes are now open to the spiritual war that we are at.
Yes.
And it's like, okay, Lord, yes. One, this divine agitation of like, wait, another young lady is saying they're not seeing themselves, or I see, how the world's loud and has the audacity to say, speak over. This is how you're supposed to act. This is what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, no, Lord, that's not right.
Right.
That's not right.
When my God said, I give you dominion.
Exactly.
No.
And authority. So
authority. Yeah.
So no.
So identity plays such a big part. We have to know who we are so that we can fight. Because if not, we're going to shy away. We're going to be scared. We're going to be hiding in the wine press like Gideon.
And we can't do anything if we're hiding. I mean, how?
Right.
Yeah, no, that's so, and it's I spoke about my dad earlier, and I spoke about like following after him. And I just love how God uses the analogy, because I'm a visual person. I'm a creative, so when I see things, I kind of close my eyes and I see the picture and the vision of things. And so I see a child following after a father. And my mom like cracks up about this, because when I eat popcorn, I'll go like to the popcorn and I'll pop it in my mouth. And she was like, oh my God, you look just like your father. And I'm like, no, I don't. When I'm watching the movie and it's action, and I'll like move with the movie, and I'm like, oh my God, I am like my dad. Or I'll stand a certain way. But it's because I spent so much time with him. I am the characteristics that I have are from him.
That part.
And that's another thing. The enemy wants us distracted so that we're focused on other things, that we don't spend time with God. Right. So that we don't lean into who we are and find out who we're supposed to be. Because we're created in his image. And you can't figure out who you are unless you go to the manufacturer.
I was getting ready to say that. Who better than to learn from who you are than the person who created you?
That's it.
Who better to say, look, God, who am I? Who did you make me to be? Who am I supposed to be? What did you put in me? And when you spend time with him, he starts to reveal yourself. He starts to reveal who you are, and he starts to reveal, I know what I'm doing. You know, his word. One of my favorite scriptures, and it might be my all-time favorite, is Jeremiah 29 and 11.
Oh,
for I know the plans I have for you.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
For you, and they're plans for good, not for disaster, but plans to give you a hope in a future, plans for an expected end. I have plans for you. I know what I'm doing. And we just sit around and we're like, I don't know what life is. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And we're not supposed to know what we're doing. We're supposed to ask God, what am I supposed to be doing?
That's it.
We don't know it all, but we go to the one who does know it all. And we say, God, yes, what is it? What do you want? You know what I mean? What are your plans for me? And that's why I've been saying, Lord, I want your plans.
Yes.
Not plans. I want your ways, not my ways. I want your thoughts, not my thoughts. Because my goal is to please God.
Yes.
That's my heart's desire. When I get to heaven, I want him to say, Sarah Joan, well done, my good and faithful servant. You fought, you cried, but you trusted me. You didn't always understand, but you obeyed me.
Yes.
And look at all of the people that came to Christ because of your obedience. Look at your family. Look at the generational blessings that you set up. Look at, the generational curses and strongholds that you broke through me because you were obedient.
That's it.
And that's why I don't want to get to heaven and see all that I could have done, all that I should have done.
The richest place on earth is the grave.
Yes. Yes.
I want to leave empty every single gift, talent, and ability that God has given me to marry that with my identity and my purpose. to get it out into the world. So I'm birthing, I am planting trees, and fruit is multiplying. That my children are blessed. Their generations after me are blessed.
Yes.
I heard someone say, I don't have a testimony of, I did alcohol, I did drugs, or I overcame this addiction or overcame that. My testimony is that I walk in the blessings of my parents.
That's so good.
I was like, that is my prayer for my kids.
We can get caught up in that.
Yes, you think you're supposed to, the thing is, you're not necessarily supposed to suffer.
Yeah.
You should. I want my kids to walk in the blessings of my husband and I, and that. Man, my parents,
because of the things that we did, because of the things that we set forth. You can see that through Abraham. God promised Abraham, your children, Isaac, I'm going to bless Isaac.
Yes.
Isaac was blessed because of what Abraham did. Even when he messed up, even when he lied, Isaac was still blessed. Jacob was still blessed. Joseph was blessed. It followed down the line. I mean, there were generational curses and familiar spirits that followed down the line too.
There's also some things that they did. We can get over that. They should not have done. We also mess up too, people. So it's not just us warring against ourselves.
But God is so loving and so just, I promised you something and I'm going to see it through. Regardless of how you messed up. Yeah, you lied right there. You messed up right there. You disobeyed me right there. But I'm faithful because of who I am. That's my nature. I'm going to see it through.
He does not change.
Yes, he does not change.
Oh
Thank
my God. Yeah.
Thank God.
Sometimes we be doing some things like, Lord, help me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what I'm doing right there. But identity is like, so it's so important for us to like you said, the world is loud, but it's for us to kind of just continue to stay connected. And I love how the Bible is so, there's chapters and there's verses in it, but it really is one big, like, just all of it together really should be melded. Yeah. Because when he talks about seek first the kingdom of God, so seek me first, so that way I can tell you my plans.
Right. Right.
Because you need to see me first, because I know.
Right.
And it's like he brought this in my remember, I kind of highlighted, I know. I'm like, oh my God, you know. So if you know, then like you said, I need to go to the manufacturer because you know who I am.
Right.
So you can tell me my identity.
Right.
And then I can walk in the purpose that you have for me.
Right.
And like once again, that being a doer of the word.
Yes.
Is now you know. Now you need to act on it.
Yes.
What does it mean to be called? What does it mean to be worthy?
Right.
What does it mean to be set apart? So if you're set apart, does that mean you can still keep going over there and doing all the other things you used to do?
Right. And sometimes being set apart looks like you don't have any friends. We grow up and we think, oh, my children doesn't have any friends, or I don't have any friends. You're set apart.
Right.
And I wish I'd have known that growing up, because I didn't fit in. You know what I mean? Like I did, but I didn't. And to see now our girls are confident. I love watching our children. Yeah. I do. I love watching them, and I'm like, man, I wish I could have had some of that in me when I was growing up. Like they're just they know who they are. They know they're not there. They're not perfect.
No, but they have a stronger foundation or footing.
Yes.
And I'm so thankful for that.
Yes.
So thankful, because this, I feel like, I don't know what it is, but I just feel like this world is even like coming at faster and quicker. It is it is because of the internet. I mean, you have social media, so everything's faster and quicker.
That's true.
And you're like, oh my gosh, like you're trying to like, wait, whoa, because I didn't grow up with this. I'm like, but they're like much. I'm like, wow, like the things that they say, I'm learning from them, and to be honest, I love it.
Yes, me too. Me too.
Like, oh, okay,
me too.
Right, that was good.
My baby girl teaches me a lot about faith. A lot. Okay.
Oh, her faith is strong. The faith is strong with that one.
And I'm like, Lord, am I supposed to do you the way she do me? Is that how? Because I'm like, girl, like but.
Yes.
I love it. I love seeing them live it. Like because we're living it.
Yes.
They're now living it. Because we're talking it, they're now talking it. Because we're praying, they're now praying. Like, I love it. I love watching them, and I'm like, this is how you lay the foundation. Like, we didn't know it all. The things that they know now, we didn't know.
Right.
So we acknowledge that. We identify, I didn't know it all. But now I'm identifying, I'm going to go to the one who does know it all.
Yes.
And I've got to stop. I've got to stand up and fight. I've got to take up this position, and I've got to find out. I've got to get to know things. I've got to dig deeper and not just sit back and just, well, this happened, that happened. It just happens. It just goes. No. Once I know, I can't unknow. Like, I already know, so I'm so grateful for that they're seeing us, they're seeing this. And then it's being built in them. Mm-hmm. So when they get older, it's just, this is the norm.
Yes.
This is the norm. Oh no, this is war. Like that. That's
praying is the
the
norm.
enemy. Yes. Yes.
Seeking God
for
is
their
the norm.
marriages. Oh
Yes.
no, this is the enemy trying to get into wedge this little conference, this argument. We're not doing that.
Yes.
Instead of falling apart, oh, my husband doesn't love me, or oh, this is happening. We're in a no, that's the enemy. And I know how to combat it. You know what I mean? Like yeah.
So the identity is so big, and so that they're walking in their authority and their power because they have so much so much just like we said with $1 million, they have this gift, this bag right there ready for them.
Yeah.
For them to use. And could you imagine if Gideon didn't pick it up and listen?
Right.
What I mean, God would
he would have found another.
He's gonna find another.
He would have found another.
But to think, to be the person that you were called, but you left it, and that's what goes through my mind is being called, but not answering the call. What does that look like? And I'm like, I don't even want to know.
No,
I don't want to know because I do want to hear, well done, thy good and faithful servant. Not only that, but I want to be able to partner with God.
Yeah.
Like you love me so much that when you saved me, you continually tell me that you love me. I want to partner with you. Whatever your will is, Lord, let me partner with it and let me see myself as you see.
Yeah.
So that I can walk in all that you have called
let me see what you see. And I was actually praying the other day and I said to the Lord, I said, I want to be who you've called me to be, but I want to be the first one you call. I want to be the one you can trust. When you come to me first, I want to be the one that answers.
Can we just say, this is it. So we can trust God, but the question is, can he trust us? And that's, when you think about that, let that sit like, whoa, wait, can God trust me? That's good that you say that you want.
That's what I said. I want to be the first one you called. I don't want you to call me and I'm like, oh, I don't know. And then you're like, all right, it's still going to get done. But now I'm going over here. And then to see it, oh man, if I had to just said yes, that could have been, I don't want that.
No, not at all.
I don't want that.
Not at all. As we're talking about spiritual warfare, when I tell you that even I just feel authenticity right now, it's like literally the enemy is still like, and so I'm like, Lord, you know what? I just have to say, thank you, Lord. Thank you, because whatever is on the other end of this,
listen,
it is big.
It's bigger.
It's bigger than us.
Yes.
And I am thankful that I'm here for it and I'm saying yes.
Yes.
My new saying right now I get from my husband is not perfection but participation.
Yes.
And so Lord, here's my participation. Here is all that I have.
Here I am. All of me.
I'm giving it to you. It's like, now I was missing. Is it 2 fish and 5 loaves? 5 loaves and 2 fish.
5 loaves.
2 fish. Oh, yeah, 2 fish. 5 loaves and 2 fish. I don't know why I was going to mix it up. But yes.
Me too. I'm like, Lord, the loaves and the fishes. The loaves and the fishes.
Authenticity. I'm praying. And I'm like, Lord, here's my 5 loaves, 2 fish. And I'm like, wait, Lord, is it 5 loaves, 2 fish? Or is it 2 fish and 5 loaves? Let me not look at, wait, you just want me to finish praying? Okay, let me just.
I kid you
not.
No,
Lord. This is just so real. But this is what I'm saying. He doesn't care about, it doesn't have to look a certain way. Just come to me, all who are weary and heavy laden.
Along the way.
So here we are, Lord.
Here we are.
2 girls at war.
2 girls at war.
We
out here doing it.
Just out doing it. We out here now.
Talk about one by faith.
We out here now. Yes. So
yeah, we out here now.
I am Crystal S. Herring, and this is my girl.
I'm Sarah Joy.
We are 2 girls at war. Thank you so much. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and we would love to hear from you. So, blessings.
Until
love
next
y'all.
time.
Bye.